Nearly 100 years ago, twin sisters lived on our street. They loved to draw and sew. They designed and made dolls for their friends and family. Soon, people began paying them to make the charming little dolls. The two sisters were very ambitious, and as they grew older, they dreamed of going to college in California, far from their Michigan home. So one day, they made a wager with their father, who owned a small factory behind their house on Fremont Street. They bet him that they could earn the funds necessary to pay for college. They won. With their first year's tuition paid, through their hard work, they packed their bags and headed for the West Coast. After 1 year at school, the demand for their products was so great, the twins decided to go into business together full-time. The Twinzy Toy Company was born. Twinzy toys and dolls were designed to be safe for young children. They were made out of soft cloth and ginghams as well as art leather. The revised dolls are made with certified organic materials and child-safe ink in keeping with the original Twinzy toy. Their first product, the Buddy doll, was a stocking doll with a painted face which resembled an elf. From stuffed dolls, the girls expanded into building blocks and stuffed animals. Their dolls were displayed at the New York Toy Fair in 1920. After the fair, the girls received their first patent and a large order from Marshall Fields. By 1939, sales had increased, and the twins opened a New York sales office. But the twins were not all work and no play. They loved to travel, and often went on long trips to relax and dream up new ideas for their line of toys. This went on for over 30 years, until at last one of the twins became ill and could no longer work. When she died from her illness, her twin sister carried on with the business for several years, until she finally closed the doors. The factory building stood in its original location behind the house until the mid-1960s, when it was torn down by the owners at that time. Parts of the foundation still remain at the site, which is now in Quaker Park. It was in that park on Fremont Street that I found a plaque telling the Twinzy story. My imagination was sparked, and I walked with our golden retriever Maddie back home with a head full of ideas. Inspired by the story of the twins, we formed a new Twinzy Toy Company and secured an exclusive license to the Twinzy brand from the Historical Society of Battle Creek. A portion of the profit goes to the Historical Society and to Generation E Institute to support youth entrepreneurship. Here at Twinzy Toys, we think the story of the twins is what makes the brand special and is something that has kept us going on the way to relaunching the products. It is also what we think could lead to new products, like games, books, and interactive adventures. One day, if we're lucky, it could also turn into a community where we all help bring the story to life together through our own explorations and creativity. But for now, we just have the toys, the stories, our imaginations, and each other. So join us, and let's create together.